No, he knows that's not going to work. That's why he uses hidden traps. Little things that you don't think matter. Like
little things that you don't think matter. I'm going to point out all these little things to make you so scared to do literally fucking anything with your life that you are just going to spend it in repentance to God. Because that's how our religion works. It's based in fear and also blood dick oaths. What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing good tonight. Of course, we're going to be talking about how to fearmonger your children into not celebrating Halloween. I mean, any good parent out there is going to fearmonger the fuck out of their kids. I mean, am I right? All right, let's get on into this shit with the kids and... Starting off good. I mean, you got the kids. They're all dressed up for Halloween. They're knocking on doors. What you do at Halloween?
trick or treat. Sorry, I don't celebrate Halloween.
Then why you got your lights on? You don't, like, if you're on, if it's Halloween night and you have your lights on in your house, then that means you knock on the door and you get candy. Don't friggin' have your lights on, your front porch light on, and then come out and be like, oh, sorry, I don't celebrate fucking Halloween, kids. It's not that dramatic to not celebrate. There's plenty of people that that don't celebrate Halloween for whatever fucking reason you don't want.
Did she just say she doesn't celebrate Halloween?
I like the expression on the girl's face. She's doing a pretty good job here. I don't know who she's looking back at, though. But yeah, people don't celebrate Halloweens for a lot of various reasons. I have been looking into it lately, and there's some crackpot reasons. Like, there's still people that subscribe to the urban myth that, you know, drugs are laced in the candy. Most of those particular things have been thoroughly debunked. If not all of them. I can't speak for every single case. For the vast majority of them, they are indeed debunked. And then there are some people that think that it's the work of the Illuminati, vigilant Christian Mario. And then there are people that think that it's just, unchristian. So, I mean, there's various reasons or things to not celebrate Halloween. Again, really not that dramatic.
Why didn't you celebrate Halloween? Are you like an alien?
Oh yeah, that's a really great option to go to. Are you an alien? You don't celebrate Halloween? What's wrong with you? Actually, my question would be, why the fuck did you answer the door and leave your light on Halloween?
No, I just don't celebrate Halloween because I'm a Christian.
Wait, but I'm a Christian too, and my church has a Halloween event every single year.
But if you knock on the door and somebody's like, oh, I don't celebrate Halloween, the kids are just going to be like, oh, okay, well, turn your light off, okay? That's the reasonable fucking thing to do, sir. And then they're going to walk off and go to another place to get some more candy. They're not going to question you about you being a Christian and not celebrating Halloween. I can guarantee you the little fucking kids are not going to give a shit about why you don't celebrate Halloween, let alone ask if you're an alien.
What's wrong with celebrating Halloween? I just went to dress up and get free candy. Wait, is it because it's the devil's birthday thing? Because that's not even true.
Who says it's the devil's birthday? Like, nobody lays out that it's the devil's birthday. They do? They say that Halloween is the devil. Like, that's not even in the pagan, like, myth. Like, it being, well, fuck me.
Hold up. Do you want me to explain?
Yes.
Again, no kids are going to be this intent on figuring out why you're not celebrating Halloween.
Okay, first of all, does anybody here know what Halloween celebrates?
Yes, I do know what Halloween celebrates. Halloween is the Christianized version of Samhain, or Samhain. Samhain. I said it right the first time? Fuck yes. And it's a pagan holiday where it's the celebration moving from autumn to winter. It's typically when leaves start falling off and everything like that, or they finish falling off, or it's supposed to be winter or whatever. So it's that kind of celebration. They feel like this time of the year is when spirits can freely move in and out of our world. And so they either dressed up to scare off ghosts and goblins and whatever, or they were trying to blend in. That's the basic idea behind Samhain. That's why it was originally done. Now, it's Christianized. The Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, is the Christianized version of Samhain. And that's because they moved the All Saints Day from way back in, I think it was like April or something like that. Maybe it was May, all the way to November 1st. Right around that time. So they basically were trying to convert pagans, and this was just an easier way in which to do that.
Monsters, candy, pretty much anything spooky and scary.
All right, a little bit. I mean, I'm no director, obviously. My videos are very low production. If you're going to be having some kind of set like this, maybe try not having the light that you're using in which to light your scene directly behind the kids so that you can barely see the ones on that side. Like, it would be nice if you didn't do that. It's a little bit of criticism.
So, fear. As a Christian, I believe what the Bible says. And 2 Timothy 1:7 says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Okay, here's the first bit of bullshit she spits. The whole bit about God not giving us a spirit of fear. I don't know exactly why she's bringing this up. Because there is, if you go to bibviz.com, it is a wonderful fucking site. Okay, it really is. Because you can get a list of all of the contradictions in the Bible, and it's also in helpful graph form where they link up all of them. So here we have verses, and this question that we're asking here is, should we fear God? So do we have this whole air of fearing shit, right? So here we have the verses that say yes, and it's shit like, but thou shalt fear God in Leviticus 25:17. And then it's that they may learn to fear me all the days in Deuteronomy 4:10. And I mean, it's just the same shit, going on down. And I believe Casey counted it up, and it's about 49 verses that espouse this whole idea that you're supposed to fucking fear God. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But then you come down here and, oh, look, 2 Timothy 1:7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but the power and of love and of sound mind. And then there's also 1 John. So you've got 2 verses in there that says, hey, don't fear. You're not made to fear anything. But then there's 49 fucking verses going on up that say, oh, no, but you're supposed to fear. So you can understand my confusion when you're saying this shit right now. You can understand how anybody would be reasonably confused by the bullshit that you're spitting.
And Halloween is celebrating something, the complete opposite. So that's opposing to God.
What if we don't want to celebrate that? We just want to do it for fun, like candy.
Okay, little girl, that is perfectly fine. You want to dress up like a pretty princess like you are, and you want to go knock on doors and get candy. I think that your parents definitely need to peruse the candy first to make sure there's not any kind of candy in there that they wouldn't want you to have, or any fishy looking candy. That's still a safe bet. Like, it's an urban myth that they lace candy with goddamn ecstasy, but definitely you want to go through your candy and make sure that there's nothing strange there. Also, you might want to peruse your candy just to make sure that you don't have like Bibles in there or something from people like this girl. You can definitely do that, and there's no problem with it. I don't think that would really infringe on your faith with Jesus or anything like that, because modern Halloween is a commercialized and pretty much Christianized version of Samhain. And so I don't think that there's anything wrong with it because of the commercialization of it. It's just a fun fucking thing to do for Americans.
Okay, think of it this way. Imagine that you're at a hospital and you see a door with a sign that says isolation room. So when you ask a nurse, they tell you, oh, that room is contaminated. It has a deadly disease. A disease that could kill you. Now tell me, would you go in that room?
Okay, here's the problem that I have with your false equivalence. Celebrating Halloween is not the same thing as going into a disease-ridden room. Like, that's the main difference here, is that Halloween isn't that. I get that you're trying to fearmonger these children into thinking that celebrating Halloween and being Christian means that you're going to be all diseased with sin and shit, and that there's the more you celebrate it, the more diseased you become. But, you're really just fear-mongering these children and convincing them to not have fun on this day. And because you want to compare it to a disease-ridden room? That's just ridiculous. Why would you even bring this up? Why are you doing this to other people's kids? At least that's what they're making it out to be in the video. I'm fairly certain this is a family channel, so it's all they're all related. But, they're playing the role of innocent kids coming up to the door. Why are you going to sit there and try to fearmonger these kids that you don't know? They're not your kids to fearmonger. But no, the Christian here takes it upon themselves to help the other parents out and fearmonger their kids for them, trying to get them all scared about doing Halloween. Now, the little girl is going to go home that night and be like, Mommy, I'm not going to be celebrating Halloween anymore because I don't want to become a disease-ridden person. And then the mom's going to be like, okay, honey, where the fuck did you hear that? And whose ass do I have to kick? So I got to tell you, if I knock on your door because your light's on, you're not actually, participating in Halloween. You come out the door holding the Bible, telling my son how, he's basically a disease-ridden person because he's celebrating Halloween and you disagree with it. I can guarantee you I'm pulling my son away and I'm giving you the nastiest fucking stink eye that I can. And I will be sure that nobody goes to your goddamn door. I don't know if I can post a sign on the road or something like that. Like, don't fucking go here, Bible thumper alert. But I would definitely try.
No. Exactly. Halloween is just like that room. It looks
No, it's not.
completely normal, but when you go in, you're exposing yourself to that disease. And even though you think, this doesn't look dangerous at all, it looks like a normal room, nothing wrong with it, because you know that there is a disease that could kill you, most people won't go inside.
Well, no, I mean, if it's a diseased room, there's going to be biohazard tape all over it, and there's probably going to be some kind of indication that hey, diseases live in here. They have fun. It's like a disease nightclub in here. Don't go in there without proper protection. That's what the room's going to be marked with. People aren't just going to be like, oh, hey, look at this room. Smells like measles. I'd best not go in here. Yeah, most people are not going to go into that room because it's going to say, stay the fuck out. And people are going to know, oh, this is disease as shit.
Most? You mean there's people that will, even though they know they might die?
No, there aren't, because this is a fucking straw man argument, little girl.
Not everyone sees the sign or knows what it means.
Not everybody sees the sign or knows what it means. All right, you probably shouldn't be out anywhere near a place that would have biohazard tape on it or a biohazard symbol if you can't properly function in society. If you're that removed from society that you can't recognize these symbols, maybe you shouldn't be out wandering the streets getting into some diseased rooms. I'm just saying, this is basic fucking shit.
Some do notice, but they don't care. And some, they just don't believe it, or they think, I'm not gonna get sick. I never get sick. But
nobody goes into a disease-ridden room and is like, I never get sick. Nope, this place is filled with HIV, but I'm not gonna get it. Nobody says that.
Because you've been inside of that room for an hour or more and you don't feel sick, you feel completely normal, doesn't mean that you haven't got the disease. If you continue to walk in and out of the room again and again, eventually you're gonna get sick.
Who is going to be going into a disease-ridden room multiple times if you're not actively working a scene of some kind? Who is going to be doing that? Are you thinking it's just a hotel room and it's just oh, there's HIV everywhere? Well, I forgot my wallet in there. You go in there, get your wallet, you come out. oh, well, I forgot my shoes. Let me go and get that shit. Oh, I forgot to lick all that HIV up off the floor. I never get sick. Nobody does that. That's why this is a horrible analogy.
Like it or not.
Wait, does that mean that we're sick? Is there a cure?
No, little girl, you're not sick. You're fine. This person is mentally sick because she's pushing her religion on kids that she doesn't know. She's fear-mongering them by telling them that they have some kind of Jesus disease. And that's just not cool at all. Run away now before she pulls out her Bible and smacks you in the head with it.
It's just an example.
Well, that's what Bible thumpers do, honey. Well, what else are they gonna do? I mean, I'm sure they think that you gain knowledge by fucking osmosis. You can learn one big word. Osmosis isn't in the Bible. It's not a real. It's a good point. It's not in there.
What I'm trying to say is that by celebrating something that comes from the devil, even though you don't mean to, you're exposing yourself to all the evil he plans for your life. Look.
By celebrating Halloween, you're exposing yourself to all the evil plans that the devil has or something? This is legit some really shitty stuff right here. I mean, honestly, to tell a kid that oh, you're exposing yourself to Satan right now. Like, that's just a horrible fucking thing to do to a small child. Especially a child that's not fucking yours. It's not your kid. It's not your job to tell them about Satan. And personally, I don't think any parents need to tell their young kids about Satan. Because, honestly, in the Bible, you don't get a good picture of what Satan is. Everybody likes to think of the reptile or the serpent in the Garden of Eden as Satan, but it's never explicitly said that that's Satan. And the only other time that it comes up later on is in Job, when God employs Satan to devastate this guy's life, just so that he can show Satan that, oh, he'll still believe in me. Well, of course God knows the fucker's still going to believe in him. He's omniscient. Anyways, there's also a really nice verse in Isaiah, I believe it's 45 something, where he says that he both creates light and dark, good and evil. So, I mean, God is responsible for evil. I mean, he says it directly in his fucking book.
John 10:10 says, the thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy.
Okay, Satan kills like 10 people in the Bible. Like, God kills way more people in the Bible than Satan. I don't know exactly what makes Satan a thief, or even a liar. Even in the Bible, it doesn't steal your soul.
But my purpose is to give life at its fullest.
What thief? Oh, I know. My Sunday school teacher taught us that. She said that Satan is a thief and God is the one who gives us life.
Satan's a thief. God gives us life. Fuck Satan and that thievery. Still, I really don't know, I don't understand what makes Satan a thief. I'm gonna have to look this up later because it seems like there's not really any kind of clear indication. If you know what makes Satan a thief, please let me know. Other than just God's like, oh, that's Satan douchebag. He'll steal shit. He's a thief.
That's right. Satan isn't someone you mess around with. He's cunning.
Well, no, Satan's not somebody you mess around with because Satan doesn't exist. Stop pushing fear on these kids.
He's not going to go up to your door and yell, hey, can I come in? I'm going to steal and kill and destroy you.
That would be some crazy shit, wouldn't it? Just all of a sudden you get a knock on your door. Hi, it's Satan. I come in here to steal your shit. I'm going to kill all of you and then surround you with motorcycles and debate corporal punishment after I've killed you.
No, he knows that's not going to work. That's why he uses hidden traps. Little things that you don't think matter. Like
little things that you don't think matter. I'm going to point out all these little things to make you so scared to do literally fucking anything with your life that you are just going to spend it in repentance to God. Because that's how our religion works. It's based in fear and also blood dickos.
Like watching horror movies? Or buying good luck charms?
Whoa. Watching horror movies is opening yourself up to the devil? Buying good luck charms is opening up yourself to the devil? Like, I never thought about good luck charms being anti-Christian. They're pagan shit? Good luck.
Those are ways Satan lures you deeper and deeper into sin until he's tied you all up and you can't get free.
Can you imagine you're sitting there watching a horror movie, then the next thought in your mind's like, oh man, I definitely need to go out and kill me a motherfucker. I mean, the devil is working in me. Pointing out all these little mundane things to these children is just horrible because they are impressionable at this age. And for you to be like, oh, there's this invisible magical motherfucker up there with horns and a pitchfork. And you know what? He tempts you every day with little bitty things that, you know, we hate as Christians, like horror movies and chocolate milk. Don't you drink that chocolate milk. That's Satan's cum, okay? Don't tell that to your kids.
I never knew that. What do you...
Yeah, you never knew that because, I mean, it's literally a fringe belief.
What are we supposed to do?
Jesus said in John 14:6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life."
Okay, so dress as Jesus on the fucking Halloween. I mean, I don't know what else you gotta do in order to just enjoy yourself for a goddamn night.
No one comes to the Father except through me. I suggest that you ask God to guide you through and to help you not fall into Satan's trap.
Then what? Hide inside of your house and pretend you're not home so that the trick-or-treaters go away?
Oh, nice burn, Green Ranger. Yes, go inside, hide in your house, and never come out again. Become a Christian hermit. Only you got to leave the light on Halloween so you can spread your sermon to all the little kiddies that come and knock on your fucking door. Also, where are these kids' parents? Don't let your kids just go out all willy-nilly in the neighborhood. That's not safe.
Not necessarily. I like to use Halloween as a day that I can share the gospel with people like you.
Oh, you mean to be a dick and put your nose where it doesn't fucking belong, I guess. Quit putting your nose where it doesn't belong, mainly up Jesus' asshole.
Who still celebrate Halloween and don't know the truth. Satanists want to dedicate Halloween to the devil. But you know what? Psalm 108.
Whoa. Halloween is dedicated to the devil? Like, it's dedicated to, I mean, it's not dedicated to the devil. It's dedicated to warding off evil spirits or blending in with the evil spirits so they don't, like, I don't know, rip your skin off your body or something. I don't know. Either way, Jesus, devil, goblins on Halloween, none of it is fucking real or exists.
18:24 says, "Today is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it."
Today is the day that the Lord has made. Nobody fucking makes a day. A day is what happens when the earth rotates and the sun shines on it. That is what a fucking day is. God did not create that. God's not up there with his finger on the very top of the world and like, oh, it's slowing down, I gotta spin it again. Honey, where's my fidget spinner at? Oh, there it is. I got a new fidget spinner. It's loaded with all new bells, whistles, but really just lights. It's not like God is up there and he's like, oh, it's slowing down. Gotta spin the earth again. It's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning. It's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning. God didn't create a day. God never creates days. Quit it with the archaic beliefs.
You know what? This is stupid. I came here for candy. Instead I got a stupid sermon. I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm fucking right there with you, Green Ranger. Get the fuck out of there right now.
Are you coming?
No, I don't think so.
No, you don't leave the buddy system, okay? Don't leave your friend there with the creepy Bible person. That creepy Bible person that would preach to these kids like that and be like, yeah, sure, you can stay with me, is most likely going to kidnap you and probably do unsavory things to you later. Just saying. Don't leave your friend with the creepy Bible person.
Make the right decision. How about we go inside and we talk?
No, bad idea. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. No. Don't go inside strangers' houses, especially when you're alone.
Make some hot chocolate if you want some.
Now that I'll do.
I feel like Chris Hansen's about to burst out somewhere being like, so you thought you'd invite in this small child, did you? Why do you have condoms? And they just walk away. They're just like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. They're going into this crazy person's house that was spouting Bible verses at us, telling us how Halloween's a diseased fucking room. Like, motherfucker, you see these people over here?
Hey! Trick-or-treaters!
Hey, you want to know what we learned about
You didn't learn shit about Halloween. You learned how to preach to people about how Halloween is of the devil. That's not learning shit about Halloween. In order to learn shit, you have to add new knowledge. None of that was knowledge at all. Well, of course, that's it for the video tonight. I hope that you heathens enjoyed that. I really appreciate everybody joining us tonight. If you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go to YouTube Godless Engineer, and you will be able to subscribe there. So definitely go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us here, and I guess we will see you heathens later. Don't forget, stand up, use your voice. Bye, heathens.
I have you now.